How's it going, everybody? Welcome into the Haunt Cruise page. And today we got a special guest, a very special guest from West Virginia. We got James and Trish here from Haunted Honeymooners. How's it going, guys?
It's going
Doing
great, man.
good.
Going great.
All right, and I'm
Yeah.
being joined also by my co-host James. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, Brian? How's it going, James? Trish, how's things up there in West Virginia?
Just hanging out doing things, man.
Sweet, sweet. I hope the weather's holding out good for you guys.
Not too bad, not too bad. It's like we were talking earlier, the cold's starting to creep in a little bit, but beyond that, it's just good old West Virginia being good old West Virginia.
That's right. We understand the chill of the air seems like Halloween.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So can y'all tell us how y'all got started into the industry? Did y'all scare act like haunt in the haunt industry? Can you tell us how you got started, please?
Yeah. So actually, neither one of us have done any official scare acting or anything like that. We just had a love of horror. You know, we got married on Halloween, and that particular year we were checking out a lot of different haunts, and then we were just going just for the fun of it, you know. And we
Like
got to
starts every love for everything.
we got to just kind of talking about it on a drive home one day, and said, hey, what if we did some, because we had seen some reviews, and a lot of reviews were real technical and and came from former owners, operators, actors, whatever the case may be. And not there's anything wrong with that, but we wanted to do something different. What about the consumer's point of view? The people that are going to these things. What about their point of view?
A regular old Joe's.
Yeah, the regular old Joes that are going to these things. What's our experience? And that's what we decided to do. We came home that night. We started the Facebook page, and we started putting them out there. And it has since it's grown in leaps and bounds. Crazy as that sounds.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Hello, Rotten Reviews. They said hello, everyone.
What's going on, Rotten Reviews?
What's up, Rotten?
Hi, Rottens.
So that's cool. And so that's how y'all got y'all's name, the Haunted Honeymooners. Is that correct?
Yep.
With y'all being married, you said on October 31st?
Yeah.
Yep.
We our wedding dance was done in front of a
Scare House, the basement.
Scare House is the basement, one of their extreme immersive haunts. That was where we did our first official wedding dance. Was right
Sweet.
before we entered into that complex.
Yeah, that's pretty
Sweet.
awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, y'all done a lot of reviews from talking to you on and off the air. Of course, everybody's seen your work there and there. So what do you? I guess what I'm trying to ask y'all is what inspired y'all to get out here and just keep moving forward and go into these haunts to do all these reviews and stuff.
Well, it really comes from just the passion and the love of haunted attraction industries, and really our past relationships helped us push forward in this because neither of us had good past relationships that cared anything about the horror industry. Both of us do. So moving forward with that, we wanted to put things out for the consumers, whether it's one person watching, whether it's 100 people watching. We felt, why not? And it just, the more it grows and the more we expand off of it and the more we learn from what we're doing year to year, just the more we want to keep pushing forward and getting more information out there to try and share some of these haunts and spotlight some of the people that do them.
Yeah, that was really the driving force behind it. It's always been the driving force behind it is just going out there and trying to put haunts in the spotlight as much as we can, and and trying to have a unique spin on it too. The way that we do our reviews, we pride ourselves on being different than what most reviews are out there. I mean, there is a written part of our platform that the amazing Lindsay Bacon takes care of for us. But the crux of it's always been the video reviews, and then that evolved into really putting our necks on the chopping block a little bit and doing the live reviews and
That just started this year.
inviting the haunts to be a part of it. So hey, if you disagree or you think we're saying something wrong, All right, let's talk about it right now. And it's been an awesome experience.
And so far, it's been very well received.
Yeah, I mean, y'all send us some of these photos. Look at this. Y'all do a lot for the haunt community, but look at this photo. James is getting down with these haunt actors and taking photos with them and everything else. He ain't scared.
He ain't scared at all. Absolutely, Brian. And you know, that's what we like to see, guys, and I'm sure everyone out there appreciates it. You know, we're not just someone sitting behind the microphone, you know, giving our opinion. We're out there actually involving ourselves, making the haunt community stronger. And, you know, my hat's off to what you guys do. You know, you travel a lot. You guys see a lot of haunts, and like I said, you give your honest review on it. But again, to those who are out there listening, haunt reviewing. In your opinion, I'm going to ask you this, Trish. But in your opinion, on a haunt review, what good information could that bring to someone who's just getting started into going to haunted houses? Maybe they're 20, 30-year olds, never been to a haunted house. What could they benefit by tuning into your review?
Well, a lot of things that we do with ours, we have 4 different categories, and it just tells you a little bit about the environment, the acting, how scary it is, and then what the overall experience you can expect is based off of our own personal opinions. And
Right.
if you've never been to one before, by listening, by seeing some of the photos and seeing some of the videos that we do, it gives you a little bit of an idea what to expect without giving the whole thing away. And especially first-time haunt goers, we rate the scare factor because haunted attractions do tend to need to be scary. It's a haunted attraction, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to have a good time if it's not extremely scary, and it helps you learn what your comfort level is.
Right, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that was a very good answer because, you know, we have a lot of people and I have a lot of folks that ask me questions, you know, should I watch haunt reviews before I go to a haunt? And I said, look, you know, if you've never been to a haunt, you got a haunt next door to you, go to it, guys. I said,
Yep.
because what's going to energize you is the scare. Uh, I mean, I'm 45 years old, and I've been loving haunted attractions, horror movies, you name it, since I was a kid. Matter of fact, you know, dolls kind of creeped me out when I was a kid, scared the crap out of me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to embrace this and get better. So that's what made me really love horror. Uh, but yeah, like I said, a lot of guys they want to know about reviews, but I just tell them, hey, if you've never been to a haunt, just get out, get your scare on, man. You're either going to
Yeah.
like it or you're not. You know, it's one of those things that you're not lukewarm on. You either like it or you'll never go back.
Yeah,
That's about the long and
pretty
short of it.
accurate. Yeah.
Now, have y'all been to any haunts in Alabama?
We have not made it down to Alabama yet. It's definitely on our radar. We always try and make one big trip a year, you know, kind of branch out a little bit and do something like that. Alabama has been on our radar. It hasn't happened yet. We were actually slated last year. We were going to go to Alabama.
We're going to go to Arts.
Yeah, we were going to go to Arts Mortis and meet up with Scurry Face and Hansine and a few other people down there. And regretfully, COVID knocked that out of the park. It was going to be their Valentine's haunt, and COVID just kind of crushed that whole shindig for us. So we weren't able to. But we are definitely going to try and get back down at some point to the Alabama area. At some point, we want to hit every state in America, but you know, it's a lot of places to go.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. You were just talking about Scurry Face and Tyler West. Of course, most people they really know Tyler West. If you haven't, he's a good guy. What's y'all's affiliation with Scurry Face? How did that come about?
So we formed a faction with them called Illumahante. It's Scurry Face, ourselves, and Hansine, Johnny Bronto and his crew. And what it is it's
very simple, and people like to overcomplicate things. It's just to show unity within the haunt community where there's so many different people at each other's throats and necks. We're all very different, 100% very different, but we're not at each other's throats and we're not in competition with each other because of it. We appreciate each other's differences and want to achieve the same overall goal.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, it's just like Trish said. It's three different shows. It's 3 different platforms. that do things very differently. You know, we all and we don't always see eye to eye, but you know, we always stand beside each other, you know, and work together to try and further the haunt community. And the whole reason for it, the whole reason we did it was just to show that you don't have to agree with every single thing your neighbor says or does.
Right,
You can
right.
still stand beside that person and not, you know, try and go after each other. Just stand beside each other and grow as a whole.
Because
And
the community only grows when you stand together.
And
That's right.
that's exactly what Illumahante's done. You know, it's grown. It's became its own little popular thing. You know, and that movement continues to grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you like I said, big shout out to Tyler West, the Scary Face guys, the Rotten Review team. We're all in this together, and like you said, you know, if we stand together, the community will stay strong. I know we all took a hit from COVID, and some people are still recovering. Unfortunately, I've seen some haunts close down due to that.
Yeah.
But if everyone stands together, like you said, if you become a community, then you know I don't see this COVID thing stopping any steam. Uh, you know, we just all stick it out. But changing gears, I guess this is a question I got for both of you guys out there. Uh, what is your favorite theme when you go to a haunt? I mean, what is just the theme that sticks out that you really want to see in a haunt?
Well, I can tell you the one thing I don't want to see in a haunt ever, and that's vortex tunnels. I
We
made that
hate
pretty clear.
Yeah.
But as far as some of my favorite themes, I really enjoy the asylum, the hospital style themed haunts. Those I don't know what it is about that particular genre that draws me in. Maybe I'm a little crazy in my own mind, but that's always been my particular favorite. And if it's not an asylum theme, you know, I kind of like the
I like a horror traditionalist thing.
yeah, kind of you know that old school
Old school
Halloween,
horror.
if that makes sense. You know that just the kind of the cannibals in your backwoods type of haunt.
Absolutely.
You know, I enjoy those, but my top pick's always been asylums. I get excited anytime I see something like that.
What do you think
Absolutely.
about dart rides? Have y'all been on a dart ride? You know, the old traditional way that used to get scared.
No, I don't believe so. You know, we've done a couple different styles of haunts and stuff like that. I don't think that's something that we've ventured into quite yet. Doesn't mean it's not something that we wouldn't do. Just not something that we've done quite yet.
Yeah, the Territorium up in Oxford, Alabama, with Jeremy Cruz. He does a great job, and he's got the actual dart ride from the Miracle Strip that came out of Florida.
Okay. Very
So
cool.
yeah, and it's up to date and everything, and it's unbelievable. I mean, everybody loves the dart ride up there.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely amazing, guys. If you ever get down to Alabama, it is a definite must see. Shout out to you, Jeremy, out there at the Territorium, if you're tuned in. And like I said, they guys, James and Trish bring a lot of variety into their show too. They have several different platforms on Facebook. They got something to offer, you know, a little bit to everyone. Talking Scared, Trivia Tuesdays, Education in Horror. You know, that's just to mention a few. Uh, and so, Trish, tell me a little bit about what you do for y'all show. I know that you're probably the technical person. So, talk to me a
What do
little
you
bit
do?
about it.
Oh, so pretty much every graphic you see, I have either made myself or I've made using, honestly, PixArt. PixArt helps me a lot. I make a lot of things through the photography that we take along the
Right.
way, put on PixArt, and then distort it, change it, and make my things that way. I run the webpage. Most of the photo posts that you see that go up on our Facebook account are ones that I've taken and edited. And I do most of the communications for the Talking Scared and Frighteningly Metal shows. Typically, if
Right.
you message our page, you're talking to me.
Sweet. Sweet. Okay.
She
Well,
also
that's
she
good to
doesn't
know.
give herself enough credit. She also every video that you see out there that's been
I do
custom
the
made
edit.
for us, she does all of that. She puts together. She does a tremendous amount of work between
Wow.
between the graphics and the videos and everything else. She does a tremendous amount of work and really keeps up with everything. And again, she handles the communication, everything like that. It's like she said. Um, if you're talking to the page, you might be talking to me, but in all likelihood, you're probably talking to Trish.
I kind of figured that was the answer I was going to get from you, Trish. But you do an amazing job. I mean, everything always looks clean. Sound quality is always good. Picture quality is always good. Graphics are great. So huge shout out to you for what you do. I just wanted to make sure to give you some props for that.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, she does. She does a fantastic job, and we really do appreciate your work. You know, now who did the haunt design here? It said haunted honeymooners. Who customized that?
So the wording itself, I actually got customized for us, and God forbid, I hate this, but unless I'm staring at the computer, I can't remember that fella's name because I've gotten it made, I think 2 years now.
Yeah, it's about 2 years
Um,
ago. It's probably about due for a remake or something.
well, no, that's our text.
Yeah.
The moon graphics, the fire flames, everything else is all me.
Very creative. Yes,
Very
I
creative.
love it.
Very, very creative. So, James, to everyone who doesn't know, aka the Minister of Darkness, I just got to tell you, man, the Disciples of Darkness is just badass. That is just cool.
Appreciate it.
What gave you the idea to come up with that? Because I mean, that's just amazing to me.
Well, so we started the Minister of Darkness. That character, we brought him to life. I'd say about 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
We kind of had an idea as to what we were wanting to do with it, and it never really didn't pan out at first as to exactly what I was trying to do. And he's grown over the years, and then we finally got to a point that we wanted to have some supporter only content. So now if you become a supporter of Haunted Honeymooners, you get some exclusive content that's not available to the general public, including a lot more interaction with the Minister of Darkness. And we actually put it up to the supporters to decide what they wanted to call themselves, and that's what they voted on. They voted on the Disciples of Darkness, and that's what it is. It's what we call all of our supporters. You can watch Haunted Honeymooners and not necessarily be a disciple. You become a supporter, and that stuff's added on there, and then you get exclusive access to the Disciples of Darkness page, which has a lot of cool stuff on it, including an episode here in just a couple weeks on General Butt Naked and an education in horror.
Oh man, that's going to be sweet. That is going to be sweet. Me personally, I love the heavy metal music. You're speaking to someone who just is a huge metal fan. So, guys, if you want to have some really cool music to pump you up to, you can check these guys out as well. They have some amazing music.
Yeah, we've been fortunate enough to work with some incredible bands.
We have some really good music partners in that. Faith and Failure has been for all of season 3 of Talking Scared and all of season 2 of Frightening Metal, the guest intro music that everybody hears. And then our main intro video is Dying Oath and has been since season 2.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So Trish, now did you handle that video as well, or?
Yeah, that's me.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Like I said, shout out to you again. I envy your technical skills for sure.
Well, the crazy part is I didn't know how to do any of this shit, to be honest with you. I just sat in front of my computer programming until I figured it out one day. All of the videos that I make, I do through a Pinnacle processor.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I really don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for that.
It's crazy. It's crazy
He's tried to sit down and learn some of it before, and I think it just hurts his head sometimes.
It
does. Sometimes you just need a woman to guide you, right? Is that right, James?
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
It's just one of those painstaking tasks of love, because a 3-minute video is a 9-hour edit. So
Right. Well, it's like my dad always said, behind every good man there is definitely a good woman, and that holds so true.
It couldn't hold more true with Haunted Honeymooners. I am very lucky I get to go to a lot of haunts, and fortunately, I'm a good talker. I always have been.
Face to face.
And I just get to talk to a lot of incredible people. I get to go and see some absolutely amazing things, and kind of run the scheduling and different stuff like that. But this whole thing, the level that it's at, and the production quality of the show, that's 100% because of her. Without her, that wouldn't exist.
That is amazing. Like I said, you do a great job. And like I said, guys, just check them out. If anyone's just tuning in, if you watch the show later, just look them up. The Haunted Honeymooners. They have a lot of good insight. They'll give you a lot of good knowledge if you're getting into the haunt scene, or if you're educated in the haunt scene. They might even show you something that you didn't know. So just give them a thumbs up, give them some support, and y'all are the hauntedhoneymooners.com is your website. Is that correct?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
HauntedHoneymooners.com was already taken up, so we had to add the. There was some type of. It's a weird little spin-off thing. That other website, so we had to go with the HauntedHoneymooners.com. But yeah, that's what's going on with it. I built the foundation for the website, got it started, and then handed it over to Trish, and she has since really taken control of it.
I do got a quick question for you guys. Now I know that I've seen y'all go live on y'all's Facebook page and stuff. And I noticed in the comments section, y'all have a YouTube page called Haunted Honeymooners Official.
Yes.
Do y'all go live on that page as well, or what?
Honestly, we use YouTube more than anything for an archive for everything that we do on Facebook. Facebook's where most of our followers are. It's where our platform really got its bump, and that's where we put most of our lives at. We've talked about doing some lives on YouTubes and stuff, but the following just isn't over there like it is Facebook to get people involved and commenting and sharing with us.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Now, do y'all have a Twitch? Because I know a lot of haunt actors, including Scurryface, they are over on Twitch as well. So, do y'all have a Twitch?
So we technically have a Twitch account, but we actually just got the Twitch account in order to be able to participate with Scurryface. So we actually don't do anything ourselves over there. We do have an account for Haunted Honeymooners, but most of everything that you see, you'll find on Facebook more than anything. We have an Instagram, and come 2022, we will have a TikTok as well.
Sweet. Well, Facebook is the huge platform. Everyone knows it. Most folks know how to navigate it and get in there and find the good stuff. So anyone out there listening, you can follow these guys on Facebook. Check out their videos, all their uploads, and just give them a like, guys. Give them some support. They do great things for the haunt community, great things for the industry as well. So y'all just reach out there and show them some love.
Facebook is, a lot of people go away from Facebook for specifically the things that we do because it does have some very difficult rules to follow at times. But once you learn a little bit more about the algorithms and honestly how the business suit side of Facebook runs, you can work within their parameters pretty easily. It just took us a little while to figure it out. And since we have figured it out, we just haven't found the need to change platforms.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does. That definitely makes sense for sure. Now I know, was it yesterday or so, Trish, that y'all shouted us out, and we really do appreciate that. But y'all mentioned something I think y'all should have not have mentioned, and that was y'all math questions. So
Yeah, we're not going
we definitely had to come up with some a math question or two. And James, do you have a math question for him?
Well, I had one Brian wrote down, and I can't find it in my notes. So, James, you dodged a bullet, my brother.
Oh, I bet he's certainly happy about that. He's grabbing some milk for the kiddos real quick right now.
But see, even though I know in the back of his mind, he's thinking I'm not really worried about this because Trish has got the calculator beside me. We're going to come out looking good on this.
I don't know. Sometimes math is hard, man.
Or I could say, well, let me ask you this. Or I could throw a curveball and say, okay, how many days is it to Halloween?
Lord, I don't even know that. Today's the 13th, so.
Yeah, there you go. So, but we'll definitely let you pass for sure. But yeah, we had to definitely pick your brain on that, for sure, because when y'all mentioned that, I told James, I said, man, we got to pick their brains. We've got to come up with a mass testing for sure.
I don't ever know the exact numbers on pretty much anything, even dates anymore. But I know that it's 2.5 weeks to Halloween. I can give you that one.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Um,
2.5
J-
weeks to Halloween. She's right.
yeah. So how do y'all know the Rotten community? Like, do y'all just talk to them through Facebook with Matt Ross and them, or do y'all know Grim?
I've spoken to Grim before, but honestly, for the most part, with the Rotten community, it wasn't that long ago. One of the ladies of the Rotten community group sent me an invite, and we've shared and talked a couple of times back and forth through it. And I've got nothing but mad respect for you guys and for what the Rotten community's doing.
Yeah, I heard that Matt Ross is a crazy man, and this is where I was gonna. Speaking of crazy, what do y'all think about your little boy, Crazy Boy?
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I'll address that one. I don't know what's going on between him and the Minister of Darkness, but there's some type of beef there. The minister he did his little spin on his thoughts on Crazy Boy. And Crazy Boy keeps claiming he's got COVID. He keeps hiding. He won't come out of the shadows. I don't know, man. The minister made it pretty clear. Threw the gauntlet out there, and since then, Crazy Boy's been yet to answer. So I don't know. Maybe he's gotten lost in COVID, lost in
Yeah.
Ethiopia. He may have seen some animal intercourse and got too involved in it. I don't know.
Man, so Crazy Boy needs to pick it up. He needs to explain himself, huh?
I mean, you would think that somebody would answer the call at some point in time, but I understand he's shy and bashful sometimes.
Yeah, he is. He's hard to keep up for sure. Yeah. So, do y'all have any other beef with anybody else, or is it just Crazy Boy, trying to pick at y'all, or what?
No.
The only other beef that the minister ever has is with Pumpkin Smasher.
Well, with Pumpkin Smasher, sometimes he gets banned from Facebook. He's been put in Facebook jail a couple of times. He recently just escaped Facebook jail not too long ago. But no other beefs with anybody. Pumpkin Smasher from Den Schoolhouse and the minister have a little bit of a rivalry going on. But that's about it. That's about it. We try and keep him kind of tame and not let him.
We don't let him out of the box very often.
Yeah, we don't let him out of the box very often. Sometimes he gets us in trouble.
Right. Yeah. So, Crazy Boy, if you're listening, hey, you got to bury the hatchet, man. You got to figure out how you can get on a Minister of Darkness's good side.
I don't know if he has a good side. Just to be honest, he's.
He's kind of minister skinned face.
So yeah, I don't know. He might have a good side.
You think he may be coming up? Yeah, he may be coming up with another breaking news episode or something crazy. So we definitely have to keep our eyes pinned for sure, very closely.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point he's going to get taunted enough that he's probably going to regret his decisions. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, guys. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Very awesome, guys.
Yeah. So, So going back to haunts and y'all reviewing haunts and stuff. How do y'all have a ranking system? Like, how do y'all do haunt reviews per haunt?
So we have 4 categories that we rank on. We've talked about expanding it. And and bringing more categories into it, but sometimes I think things get lost in translation.
Less is more sometimes, especially when you're just trying to report from a consumer perspective instead of from a technical and analytical state.
So we have 4 rankings. You'll get graded on your environment, you'll get graded on your acting, you'll get graded on your scare, and you'll get graded on an overall experience. And those are all 1 to 10. 1 to 10 points is the maximum amount you can achieve.
5 being average.
5 being average, and anything below 5 is obviously, below average. And we honestly, we sit down and talk about it. We go over all the good. We kind of start everybody off at a 10, and then figure out what was wrong, what could have been done better, and through that process come to a final grade. And then we'll total up those points, and we have a certification seal we put on haunts that excel.
It's the shut the fuck up and go seal of approval.
Yeah, if you score a total of 31 points at least, you get the shut the fuck up and go seal of approval, and you're able to put that wherever you want. And we put it on our website, and we have a little shut the fuck up and go area. That way you can clearly see which haunts have that seal, which haunts don't. This year it's been fun. This year we've been able to give out the most. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say fuck a lot here for the next few minutes. Shut the fuck up and get seals of approval. This year
everybody's
than
really
what
brought it
previous.
This year. I think COVID kicked everybody in the ass a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a real strong year for the haunts. Not that everybody's got it. There's definitely been some that have fallen short. But we've been able to give out a lot of them, and a couple other things that we do with our reviews. So we like to give away a fan actor or a actor or actress of the year. So when we go through haunts, we won't ever pick more than one person from a single haunt, and not every haunt gets somebody selected either.
No, and even some haunts with the shut the fuck up and go seal of approval do not necessarily have an actor nominee that we throw in.
But what we do is we'll gather up some of the best actors and actresses that we interacted with and that we had fun with, and we give them the opportunity to make a 60-second video at the end of the season, and then we take that video and for 24 hours we pin it on the top of our page, and that's as far as we go with it. We let the fans decide from that point, and it's obviously up to the participant to get as many likes, shares, all that good stuff that they can on it. And whoever has the highest score, and that score is based off of likes and stuff like that are achieved on Facebook, that's who receives our fan-voted Haunt Actor of the Year. And then we also have a Haunt of the Year award that we give away at the end of the year, where we go through, and that's just based off of Trish and I. We sit down, we talk about it, we look at all the haunts, and decide which one truly brought it, which one was the best this year. And that's the one we awarded to. We've given it away 3 times now. Scarehouse in the Basement won it in year 1. Brighton Asylum won it in year 2. And the reigning defending champion right now is Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse out in Ohio. And we'll be heading out there in a couple weeks.
The 23rd.
To actually present them their award from last year, because we like to do that face to face, and give them the opportunity to possibly be the first ever repeat for that award.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. It sounds like you guys have a pretty good selection of things that you grade on and score on, and seems very fair for everyone. And like I said, I appreciate what you guys do, because we need that. We need that kind of feedback. And like I said, especially after COVID, everyone's brought it this year. I know everywhere me and Brian's been, they've just been top notch on their game. So hats off to you guys, and kudos. We appreciate what you do.
Hey man, thank you.
Yes, we can't say thank you enough. And I know y'all probably get tired of it. I know y'all were saying y'all are just some average old Joes, but to us, y'all are some very special people. Y'all do a lot for the haunt community, and we appreciate it.
Hey man, we love doing it, and we're going to keep on doing it. And I can't get into the details of it yet at all. But I might be myself branching off into doing a little acting and some off-season events, and doing some different stuff like that. I had the opportunity. I can't, like I said, I can't really get into the details.
Talk about it at all. Stop.
But yeah, there's some cool stuff coming up.
There's things we do in communities that we are part of that are very, very secretive, and there's reasonings for it, because it's more of a taboo type of scene.
Right. Well, see, there you go again, James. See, I told you behind every man was a good woman, and she told you to shut up. You said you can't say that. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. And we support you in in any ventures that you travel out in, and you got nothing but love from us, my brother.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that being said, y'all got any final things y'all want to throw in here, Trish or James?
Well, I mean, I guess, just the overall, we're on Facebook Live. That's where we live.
We're there a lot.
We're there a lot. We have a YouTube page, but it's more of an archive of stuff that we've done in the past. Nick, who is another part of our team, runs our YouTube page for us and takes care of that. And but again, that's just archived videos. I think we went live from YouTube once, and I was just playing a video game.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it. Um, Facebook's where we live. We're every Monday night, 9:30. Right now during the haunt season, it's haunt reviews. But come starting in January,
So it's back to
Talking Scared will be back on every single Monday night.
It is filling up fast too. So the people anybody involved in the horror community, mass prop buildings, haunted attractions, movies, etc. We've even had authors on. It fills up very fast.
Yeah,
so
it's a good problem to have, but it's booked up almost into March at this point.
yeah.
And we're not really even trying to book it right now. It's just with what's kind of going on.
Once we get 3 months ahead, I usually stop.
Yeah, but it does book up very, very fast. Then again, every Tuesday night we got Tuesday night trivia. Wednesday night is bi-weekly. Coming back in January, we'll have Frighteningly Metal back on. That one's taking a little break right now during haunt season. And, just check us out. We got a TikTok page that'll be starting next year.
With Susie,
who is another member of our crew. She is going to be taking care of that. I know.
And she has a new makeup show that's going to be coming out soon too. We just don't know what dates and times yet. We're actually going to have a meeting about that next week.
Yeah, we hadn't told anybody about that, but yeah, there's a new makeup show that's going to be coming out soon. That Susie's going to be doing for us. Nick is always working on making science behind the scare bigger and better. He and I work on that a lot and helping him with that show grow. And there's our goal. Our ultimate goal is one day for you to be able to tune in every day and there'll be something going on the page, something going on the channel, and continuing to grow. So I guess in passing, just hey, number one, thank you all so much for having us on. You. First and foremost, if you want to see even more Haunted Honeymooners stuff, you want to see the aggressive side of stuff, the even more graphic side of things that we have to present to you.
Oh God.
Become a disciple of darkness, and you can see all that extra stuff, that extra content, that secret Facebook page. And other than that, man, just share. That's what we always say. It's the first comment I send out on every single show is share this shit out. Everybody, man, just click that share button. If you can't do nothing else, come over and click that share button, and it helps all of these groups and organizations in more ways than people can even begin to comprehend.
And we're itching and hoping. It seems like starting in March, there's going to be a lot more in the immersive community coming up that we can get back into, and hopefully give out another immersive award at the end of 2022 as well.
Yeah, we get into I know we didn't talk about it much tonight. We get pretty hardcore into the extreme haunts. The ones that you go through by yourself, and it gets a little rough for a few hours.
A little bit.
That's where our real heart lies. We love those haunts so much. We're looking forward to those hopefully really coming back in full swing soon.
Oh yeah, that sounds freaking awesome. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that definitely sounds amazing there, Brian. And I can't wait to be a disciple of darkness with you guys, because that sounds amazing as well. So big shout out everyone out there listening tonight. James and Trish Russell, the Haunted Honeymooners. You guys just check these guys out and give them some love. I appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I feel like we've had some real live celebs in here with us tonight, and I appreciate what you guys do, man. Y'all beat the bushes. It's paying off big for you, and if there's anything we can do to help you along the way, we'd be glad to.
Hey, man, it was a privilege to be on, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and real fast before we let you go, you could just tell James, that they bleed what they are talking about, what they love, because you could hear and feel the excitement out of them. Can you?
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. You guys are on fire for it, and like I said, man, we love y'all for it. We just got to all keep pushing, keep holding each other up.
I do have one final question, and we'll let you run, guys. Do y'all go to Trans World or Midwest Haunted conventions and stuff, or what?
All right, so I'll
We'll
we,
level with you here.
yeah, we don't go to Transworld. Now we do have a representative. Nick goes to Transworld on our behalf.
He is a hunt goer. He actually is a part of acting in haunted attractions.
And so there's a couple reasons we don't go to Transworld ourselves. Doesn't mean it wouldn't happen at some point in time, but as of right now, it's not. Now I had the opportunity to go and see Ohio Halloween and Hunters Convention 2 years ago. I'm real good friends with one of the guys that was over top of that, and I can't get into any details about it at all. But you never know what might be in the future when it comes to conventions and stuff like that.
We understand that, and we'll just leave it at that and make you wonder if you're listening and everything. And that's why you always got to go check out the Haunted Honeymooners. They're live always on Facebook and everything else. And guys, we really do appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all were a blast to have, and gosh, love to catch back up with you eventually.
Hey, absolutely, man. You know how to get a hold of us. Y'all have a great night.
All right, you
All
too.
right, appreciate
Y'all
it,
have,
guys.
all right, thank
Thanks.
you. All right, good stuff there, James, from the Haunted Honeymooners. Very, very impressed. Gosh, man, you could tell. Like I said, you could tell the love, the passion that they have.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say, Brian? They really brought it, and I'm sure that they bring that much passion and enthusiasm to what they do up there in West Virginia. So, kudos to them, man. My hat's off to them. They were amazing guests.
Yes, they were. Very, very impressed with them. Love to catch back up with them again. Uh, you know, but man, dude, they got to settle that beef with Crazy Boy, don't they?
They've got to, man. They've got to. They've got to
Yeah.
settle that beef with Crazy Boy, along with the beef that you and I got to settle with Matt Ross.
Oh
So,
Lord.
speaking
Yeah,
of
Matt
beef,
Ross.
yeah, I thought you forgot
Yeah,
about that, but
yeah, Matt Ross. If you're still listening, hey, we're still on it, man. About that riding that ride. So we're ready to
yeah,
hear you scream like a
I
little
really,
girl.
I really don't think Matt's going to do it though. I think even if we do it, I don't think Matt's going to do it. I don't see it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
He'll
see.
be the if so if he doesn't do it and we do it, which we know we're gonna do it, but if he doesn't do it, then he's gonna have to walk the walk of shame.
The walk of shame. I think he's going to make Terry, Grimm, or Brandy do it. That's my thought on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Grimm will do it. I believe in Grimm. But I don't think Matt Ross will. Nah, I don't think he will. But yeah, man, good stuff there from the Haunted Honeymooners out of West Virginia. Trish and James, Russell, thank you so much for everybody who commented, participated. And James, with that being said, we thank you so much as always for joining me. And till next time, man, keep it creepy and happy haunting.
All right.